because this is my research field, philosophy of technology. More precisely, the ethics of technology. And even more precisely than that, the ethics of ordinary technology. I'll explain ordinary, but it means not nuclear weapons and satellites, but the smartphone, computers, shoes, food, cars, things like that. At the same time, well, it's my research field in the academy, but I'm doing counseling jobs, counseling missions in the field for industrial firms, technological firms, or public administration. I've been doing this for 3 decades, so I have some experience of reality in technology, not just academic stuff. My best book is in English. It's called The Ethics of Ordinary Technology. The Ethics of Ordinary Technology. It's by Routledge, publisher Routledge. You can find, there is a paperback, but you can find it, I'm sure, for free on the internet. An electronic copy, a free electronic copy, is for sure available on the internet. My first point, normally there will be 5 points. My first point is called We Live in the Technosphere. Write that. Technosphere. Not only the ecosphere, not the biosphere, but the technosphere. I can prove it. Look around. What do you see? There's no sky, it's a ceiling. There's no ground, no soil, no grass. It's wooden. We are at the 2nd floor, high. There are windows but shutters, so here I can see, let's say 1% of my visual field is sky, less than 1% of my visual field. We have natural light, but usually it's not even natural light. This is the technosphere. All around us, it's not nature, it's technology. More than that, ourselves. We can see our faces, hands and arms, because it's summer, but not more. We are wearing clothes. Some of us glasses too. More than that, inside our bodies. For some of us, including me, there are medications we have to swallow every morning just to live, or maybe something you have to swallow every day to have a romantic life without having a baby every year, things like that. This is the technosphere, not only around us, but inside us as well. Without the technosphere, most of us would be dead, not just because of medication, but because of medicine, hospitals. In my case, without high-tech hospitals, I would have been dead twice at least. Most of us would be dead. At birth, from a minor injury, but infected, that's enough to die from it. Or from epidemics like tuberculosis. It was a terrible killer before a vaccine. Just, you can check easily on the internet. The death rates and life expectancy in the past. It's terrifying. Then our first moral feeling for technology should be gratitude, simply gratitude, and it's a moral feeling. Technology, we owe it much. We owe it our life, probably. We owe it much of the comfort we enjoy in industrialized country. Well, there is no need to moralize about less industrialized countries here. The fact is, maybe you are aware, maybe not, even in the poorest African countries, mobile telephones are very important. They are game changers. For instance, they allow mobile telephones in Africa, they allow a fluid bank system. They allow opportunities for microeconomic jobs or selling goods, things like that. Hello. And of course, for personal and social communication, talking about Africa and mobile telephones. Of course, social and personal communication is easy when you don't have to walk 10 kilometers in the wild, when you can just use your phone. Well, there can be no paper and ink for newspapers or books, but with your phone on the internet, you have all the literature in the world for free. Yes, it requires some electricity, but electricity can be provided, and it is, by animal traction or by a bicycle system, and it works very well. There is electricity enough. Conclusion: the vast majority of mankind is now living in the technosphere, and at first sight, maybe it's a good thing. There is a striking method to see how deeply immersed we are in the technosphere. Just follow every minute of a normal day. What happens? First, waking up by the alarm clock, the technology, which is usually the smartphone, and which connects you directly maybe to music or to the BBC Morning News, things like that. After that, for me, at least for me, it's the coffee machine. Wonderful coffee machine, transforming coffee beans into delicious espresso. Then orange juice from the fridge. Then a shower with water tuned at the perfectly wanted temperature, with all sorts of nice smelling lotions and soaps and so on. After that, in a normal day, leaving home for job. How? With bicycle, car, train, any kind of technology. Once at work, for a lot of people, work means behind a screen with the computer, or operating a machine in a factory. But even if you are a farmer working in a cornfield, you are now operating a machine. And maybe with earphones, listening to music from the smartphone or talking to a loved one. Simple technologies are as important as digital technology is. For instance, the shoes. I said we go to work with a car, bicycle, train, but at least shoes. Just try. one day in an urban environment without shoes. And you will feel, I mean literally feel in your feet, the importance of shoes. First, shoes are a technology, it's not natural. Naturally, we have feet to walk on the ground, but we usually walk in shoes, not on the ground. It's the part of the technosphere close to our body, and the most ordinary kind you can imagine. What does this mean for philosophy? As I see it, philosophy tries to understand reality. So it needs to understand the real reality, today's reality, which is not the world in which Plato or Kant were living. I find this is important to remember. Nietzsche, for instance, the German philosopher, Nietzsche or any other philosopher, he has never seen a computer. He had no idea of what Facebook is. So we today can use what we know from Nietzsche in moral philosophy, for instance, for our relationship, for our moral relationship to computers or Facebook. But it is useful to remember that it's a different world, that we are living in a different world. And my point is to focus on what is specific to this technosphere, this different world. So I think I have proved that we need an ethics of technology, a specific